Children who end up in our social care system are, of course, some of the most vulnerable children in our society, and it is incumbent on all of us to put the utmost protection and care in place for them. So when the Secretary of State says she's rising to Josh McAllister's challenge, and he recommended a fundamental reset, and her announcements are frankly a piecemeal approach which barely commit about 1/10 of the money that he was suggesting is needed, I'm afraid these announcements, while there are good intentions behind them, barely scratch the surface. Politics is about choices, Mr. Deputy Speaker, and I'm deeply saddened, and I suspect in her heart of hearts the Education Secretary is also saddened that the Treasury has bound her in this way. So can I just ask on kinship carers, while they'll welcome the new investment in training and the promise of a national strategy, can the Secretary of State explain how exploring the case for a financial allowance is any different to the usual government line of keeping policies under review when kinship carers can't even afford to clothe their children? A third of them can't afford to clothe their children. They're struggling to put food on the table now. How is a national strategy and some training going to help those kinship carers?
Well, first of all, I'd like to assure the Honourable Lady that the pathways that we're exploring will be reporting back within a year. So it is something that is prioritised. And I welcome her words in terms of, all of us caring to try and do this. But it isn't that people haven't tried to do this before. This is actually, I am proud of the work here because this is the first time we've done a whole system reform of our children's social care service. And this was in our manifesto, but we're intent on doing it properly because it's very complex. It requires lots and lots of people to work together, and we have to make sure that we do it right.